everyone. So my last speech, I demonstrated the right and wrong way to give a pitch to clients. I showed that some of the wrong ways to give a pitch include introducing yourself to not introducing yourself to the client, not facing the audience, reading directly from the slides, and reading way too fast. Some of the right ways to give a pitch included not using note cards while speaking, giving out handouts at the beginning of the pitch, and speaking slowly and clearly and always facing the audience. There are many different kinds of pitches, which include sales pitches and marketing pitches, but sometimes there are numerous people who are all asked to come up with a plan for a client, and once compiled, each person only has a certain amount of time to talk about their idea and hope that their idea gets chosen. In other words, you only get a short period of time to convince the audience that you and your idea are the best option. This kind of pitch is called an elevator pitch. It's called this because you need to get your point across to an audience in about the same amount of time as an elevator ride. Another example of an elevator pitch is when you happen to come across someone that you know that may work in your building that's maybe higher up, or someone that works for a company that you might like to work for in the future, and you need to come up with a short list of reasons why you think that you would be beneficial to work for their company in a short amount of time, like for example, riding the elevator. It's extremely important to be able to sum up your ideas and summations in a short amount of time to bosses and clients, so that's why I'm going to talk about the first kind of elevator pitch that I discussed. I'm going to talk about the keys to preparing and delivering an effective elevator pitch. The first step in preparing your elevator speech is to make sure that you've done your research and know as much as possible about the topic. Up-to-date information is also important so that if your superiors or clients have any questions, you are always prepared and can easily answer them clearly and concisely. I found an article from a McDermott and Bull executive networking company that states the 10 keys for an effective elevator speech. They are enunciating, which is always speaking loud and clear for your audience so they can hear you and understand what you're saying. Looking at the audience, which is always keeping eye contact and never reading directly from slides or note cards. Time limits are always important because you don't want to be too lengthy or short in what you're trying to get across. Always standing up is important. It shows confidence and poise. Pausing and breathing is really important. You need to take your time and pause in between sentences so it doesn't sound rushed. Always smile and be pleasant so that people are not intimidated and are more willing to discuss your idea. Offer help. Your speech should be focused around why your idea helps others and not focused solely on yourself and why you think it would best work out for you. Specific job objectives. Be clear in stating your objectives so there's no confusion. Interesting. Find ways to make the speech engaging and interesting to the audience. Recognize others. If you think one of your colleagues has a good idea, mention it and maybe incorporate it into your plan as well. An expert named Terry Sojin states that the most effective ways to give an elevator pitch are the case, which is building a solid persuasive point with evidence, also creativity, which is making the pitch interesting and engaging, and delivery, which is being authentic and confident in your pitch. These points stated from the speech giving experts really go a long way to show the best ways to prepare an effective elevator speech. These tips will definitely come in handy for the future and will definitely play a part in your professional career. It's important to always have practice elevator pitches so that if the opportunity arises, you can be prepared and give a speech to your superiors or perhaps another employee that you meet in the future.